All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in a great mood this morning. I don't know what it is. I started my day early, but I'm in a phenomenal mood. I'm feeling good. I look good. Life is good. So I'm in a great mood. But with that being said, y'all, we have two very special guests that's going to be joining us today, a part of the Ens.Vision's team. And we know how much Ens.Vision has completely helped transform this space, or I should say, accelerate uh, .eth and ENS adoption, right? Without Ens.Vision, I definitely think we would still get to this point, but I do think it would have been take a little bit longer, right? But we'll get to them a little bit later. So stay tuned. Get your popcorn, get your drink, get your wine, get your weed, whatever it is. This is going to be a good one. They just announced their new marketplace yesterday, and all that good stuff. We'll get to that. But before we get to that, a couple of things I want to say here. Late last night, I made a tweet about how I think three-letter ENS, three letters are extremely undervalued for. And then I went to go do some research, right? And guys, I think this is not financial advice. This is not financial advice, right? This is not financial advice. But this is what I think. I think the right three-letter domains have so much potential, right? So much potential if you're willing to hold it for 5+ years. If this thing goes in the direction we think it's going to go, if this thing goes in a direction where we're saying, oh, this is the next .com, or this is bigger than the .com, and you want to compare three-letter domain sales in a .com, I just pinned to the top. There's multiple six-figure plus deals just between 2022 and 2021 alone. That's not even including the other years prior, right? Holding two could very well net you $1 million plus in 5 to 10 years. Now, I think the registration fee of having to renew it scares a lot of people away. But if you have conviction the way I have conviction, then it won't scare you away. I currently have two. I'm probably going to be adding to my bags at a later date. We've seen about 30 or so get swept a little bit earlier in the morning. And I think they have the most potential, right? I think they have the most potential as far as subdomains. They're short, they're clean, they're simple. And I think major companies, we've seen it. We see it with Amazon, with Walmart, with all these major companies. They all have their three-letter domains that redirect back to their main website. So just take that into consideration. I think they're being underplayed and underlooked right now. I think there's some big opportunities there. Before you just buy a random three-letter domain, type it in on Google, see what acronyms it is. Type it in in the .com, see what website it redirects to. Do your research. Don't just ape into it. But I do think they don't get enough love. I do think they're not talked about enough, but I do also think they have so much massive potential for the years to come if you're patient enough. This is not a quick flip, and you probably will be paying extensive registration fees. So just keep that in mind. But with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to our co-host, Ron. The stage is yours, brother.
Hey, yeah, GM, Kev, GM, everyone. Yeah, I agree with you on the three letters. In fact, last night as I was kind of funny, before I go on a trip, I always get organized. If I could be that as organized as I am before a trip, I'd have a lot more money than I do right now. But yeah, I found my old list of three letters that I started registering 3 or 4 months ago, just doing just what Kevin said, and that's when I picked up this RN1, and this is probably my least good one. But yeah, I haven't gone to see the ones I didn't buy if they're still available. But I think that's gonna. I think it, just supply and demand, ease of use. You know, we see some ebbs and flows here, but I think all these good scarce domains will have some, will have their day in the sun, obviously, as people are looking for them. And yeah, market's looking good. Squirt gun Flossin's $500 ETH call. That's kind of the gift that just keeps on giving. I think we're over 1,600 a day, so that's nice. We're also gun shy. Who knows if it's relief rally or I think we're all too gun shy to kind of take it as the next bull run. But yeah, it's always good to have a little bit of run. And if nothing else, whatever we see here, 25, 28, 50K, whatever, it probably will still come down. But, if this is your first time around, it's good to sit back and realize how fast this stuff can come back, right? I mean, basically, this is all pretty much just on the September 19th or 18th or whatever merge announcement on Ethereum. That's pretty much what started this little rally and kind of started that short squeeze. And so, I mean, realize it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much for the market to come back. So don't be too scared. Know it's going to come back, and whatnot. And real excited today, through my life, I've been involved in, our company built the very first web builder. I was a major investor in the very first analytics program for software for eBay. And, I mean, I hate it. I really have PTSD not being a developer and realizing how hard that is. And I'm so blown away. I say this every chance I get. I'm so blown away with what Ens.Vision's been able to do. Whether it's the devs or the investors or the programmers or whatever, they all give everyone else credit. But I'm telling you, I'm just in awe of what they've done. And I really hope they become the next multi-billion-dollar platform. And unlike OpenSea, someone who actually cares is actually producing results. So, man, they exemplify to me the power of Web3. So I'm super excited to hear more about their new marketplace. And I know these guys kick ass. So looking forward to the conversation today.
Thank you, Ron. We'll pass it to our co-host, Master, and we'll go from there.
Hey, good morning, guys. I think today we have a very special guest. Good morning, Coins. We really enjoy your product. We really like, Ens.Vision because my favorite function is you click to an address, you can see how much the guy spent or much transaction he has ever put in ENS and the whole thing. I mean, it's great. OpenSea has been trying to sell ENS for us in the past 3 years, but they never did any kind of the close functions. They never sync, That's why I always say OpenSea doesn't deserve it. They just don't care about maybe ENS as domain name doesn't have as a huge amount as those JPEGs and PFPs yet, right? We are not art, maybe we are not expensive yet, so they don't care about us much. So I believe sooner or later there will be someone that's really sensitive and know what the domain business like, being step out and on behalf of our interests. And I believe Ens.Vision is a super cool stuff and very likely to be that one, as at least at this point of time. And also thanks to them, we know there's a collection of 999 and 10K and a lot of Arabic 3 digits. We have a lot of collections, and it's just like one and another collection of the NFT you can put on OpenSea. In OpenSea, you really need to draw those stuffs and create those stuffs and make a collection. But in Ens.Vision, everything, as long as you create a rule and if there's a flaw, you make the rule and directly they will make that for you, which is great. And it is very convenient for us to check each names inside to see what is the floor, how much is the second floor, and slightly higher than the floor price. Can I buy a fancy name? Something like that. What I did in the past when I only have OpenSea is for if I want to buy a 3 digits, I have to key in 001.eth search, 002.eth search. No, okay, 003. I have to do that kind of work. You can't imagine that, right? It's very time consuming and that doesn't make sense at all. Anyone knows domain business, the strong filter, how important that is, not to mention someone as strong as Ens.Vision can give those collection to us. And they also they are very open. As long as you have a lot of ideas, you want to discuss them, I believe they are all ears, to create and be customized to the market needs. So yeah, I mean, these kind of a useful tool will be one kind of the game changer for the ENS. Given we know, we are pretty sure we are on the winning race lane, but yeah, we're so glad they are so good and powerful tools for us. And we are also helping, the community is also helping them to improve that kind of the ways. So yeah, I was kind of have a thought that maybe ENS official team should build some of the second market tools to for us, because there's a trust problem. If ENS is officially build something like that, there's no trust problem. But seems they are reluctant to do that. I believe, yeah, maybe the competitive in the future will be very strong. But I believe ENS.Vision is a super good tool that at least I will use on my daily basis. But I don't encourage you guys to do too much to check on the floor price, because once you check too much on the price, you will be very sensitive and you won't be a very good diamond hand, because you check the price too much and you will feel bad about it and you won't be able to hold it too long. But if you want to acquire some name and check market price, yeah, this is a super good tool for you. So yeah, let's see how our big guest is going to share with us today. Really a strong welcome to you to this community. Thanks.
Awesome. So I do want to introduce a couple other co-hosts who's with us today before we kind of open up the panel and open up the discussion for the Ens.Vision team. So I'm going to go to NFTverse, Gary, and then Flossin. You guys can introduce yourselves, all that good stuff, and then we'll pass it over to the Ens.Vision team.
GM everybody, GM to the community, GM to the hosts, Kev, Ron, and Master. Thank you as always for hosting this space each and every morning. Guys, if you haven't tweeted out this space yet, it's probably a good idea to tweet out this space this morning, with the guests that we have today. They've impacted this community so much. They provided amazing tools for this community to be able to operate, outside the normal tools that were out there at the beginning. I feel like they're innovative. I feel like they're going to continue to innovate, and that's what we need. That's what we need in this space. So Zero and Furyan, you guys know, we've been in contact, man, since the beginning. I feel so we do have that relationship and understanding. So I continue to push my ideas and the things that kind of come to mind that I believe that can help innovate the space. And I will continue to communicate with you guys, whether it's in a Twitter post or kind of behind the scenes in the DM. And I appreciate you guys always responding anytime that I do send things over to you. I look forward to the discussion today. And man, you guys keep doing what you're doing. I can't wait to hear some of these updates. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Gary, the stage is yours, brother.
GM, everybody. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I am GaryPalmerJr.eth. Just love hanging out with all you guys. Yeah, I remember looking at three-letter back in 2019 when the short names were released. I remember looking at three-letter words, like words, and looking at them and being like, I don't know. I'm not sure about these. Kind of expensive. And I remember like walking away and go back to my computer and be like, no, this is dumb. I absolutely have to buy this, right? It's like no, there's no question about it. But I just looked at it side-eyed, just like I did with the 3-digit numbers and everything else. And so I just want to share that, because even someone like myself who some people might it's hard to say, but like look up to, respect, being here for a while, spreading good information. Even someone like me that's had, that's been involved since day one and believed in everything on day one. Even me, like I looked at the 3 digits and the 3 letters, and I wasn't sure. At the moment, it wasn't popular. At that moment, it was expensive, and I had trepidation. And I just want to share that I also had that, and it seems as like where we are now, I made some good decisions, because I have some good ones. And yeah, I just want to share that with you guys, because I experienced fear too, and trepidation about looking at a three letter word. And now the same, if ENS wins, like I don't have any problem saying it, if ENS wins and it succeeds as we see that it is with all these numbers, it's a no-brainer, right? It's like if you believe that ENS is going to take over the world, that it's going to be the decentralized blockchain naming system for all people, digital items, and physical things, then it just for me, it just is so clear that every 3 letters is an acronym. Every 3 letters is someone's initials. Every 3 letters means something to someone somewhere. And yeah, there's a lot of speculation, and you don't want to overextend. But these are such exciting times, and nothing seems obvious until after the fact. And the fact that you're here means that you see something. And so yeah, if there's a word that means something to you, if there's an ENS that means something to you, or if you just want to hold one and you can afford it. I mean, yeah, there's only 17,000. There's 400,000 ENS holders and only 17,000 3-digit or 3-number or 3-letter ENS, and we're so early. And yeah, I mean, and as far as Ens.Vision goes, yeah, those guys and girls and those team members, they saw a problem, they saw a need in the market, and they just built it. It was probably hard, and they probably didn't know where to start, and probably just started with a crazy idea. It's a crazy idea that it's probably safe to say every single person in this room probably uses, at least one little feature. And if you're not, it's just significantly better than anything else that exists. So, and all of us can be part of that by writing just, once a week, 3 sentences once a week. I just want to encourage everybody to write and to encourage other projects to implement ENS protocol. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. We'll go to Flossin, and then we'll go to the ENS team right after. Flossin, the stage is yours, brother.
Hey, GM, yeah, a lot of good points made this morning about the three L's. I personally don't have any. I kind of regret that I didn't kind of take them more seriously.
It's not too late, brother.
What's up?
It's not too late.
Well, I mean, for the ones I want, it is. I mean, like, I come from that traditional stock market background, so like AMD, IBM, stuff like that is what I would want. But yeah, no, you're right. I need to do some homework, put that on my to-do list, kind of go research and see if I can maybe snipe a good one for cheap. But yeah, the market's looking pretty good, like Ron says. People are still, it's like they didn't want to buy down in triple digits, and now people are still hesitating to buy when we're at 1,600. But we got some key stuff coming next week. We got an FOMC meeting. We also got expiring options with the traditional market. So there's a lot of stuff I'm looking at. Not financial advice. I think we can make a push up to the 2,200 level on ETH. And it'll be interesting to see what happens if we make that push up to that 2,200 level. So I'm keeping my eyes on that. Not really too much interesting sales-wise going on with ENS right now. We did have that big sell to Sony yesterday. We're having some really nice registrations with single emojis as well. I'm seeing a lot of bids going with the 999 Arabic Club. So it looks like people are stepping up and actually doing a little bit of buying, even with ENS being down as a whole, down about 8% today to 260 ETH volume in the last 24 hours. Looking at the 999 Club sitting at a floor of 20 ETH, 10K Club sitting at a floor of 1.18. And then the Arabic 999 Club, the floor has dipped a little bit to 1.82. But and then and let's look at the 24-hour volumes for those 3 that I mentioned. 999 Club has a 0 ETH trading volume in the last 24 hours, with 10K leading the pack with an 86 ETH volume in the last 24 hours. And the Arabic 999 Club is at 3.75 24-hour volume. And like I said, there's not really much going on today right now, but it will be interesting to see what happens later on the day. And then I want to give congrats to Ens.Vision on their marketplace launch and everything they do for the community. And every time I've messaged Zerozerocoins personally, he's always gotten back to me. So it's really a nice thing to see when you get service or customer. I call it customer service, right? Let's keep it 100. Like, customer service these days suck ass. So just feels good that people actually genuinely care about people that use their products and want to see all of us make it. So thanks again, Zerozerocoins, and everyone at the Ens.Vision team.
Hey, Flossin. Yeah, I do want to say Flossin has been telling us about the emojis and things for a while, and we've seen emoji registrations go absolutely berserk. I actually follow the emoji, all the registrations going on, and they went berserk yesterday. So hopefully hopefully, yeah, we'll see how the emojis play out. NFTverse been talking about it. Flossin been talking about it. You guys have been talking about it also.
Hey, Kev, one last thing. Single emojis have made the top 3 categories on ENS.Visions. So I just got to put that out there.
Nice. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. We'll go over to the meat and potatoes. This is what the audience came for, right? They came for you guys. You guys are the star of the show. We'll start off with Zero, and then Furyan, you guys can just introduce your roles, what you guys do, and we'll kind of bring some people up on stage to ask out some questions, and we'll go from there.
Good afternoon, guys. First, I'd like to thank you guys for having us on. Ron, 5159 Master, Gary, and Flossin, NFTverse. I've known NFTverse, I think, the longest. I think he's using the name I gave him. Well, he owned the name, but I got the .eth for the man. So our marketplace opened yesterday, a soft opening. So we really do appreciate all the support. A lot of new features will be added shortly, and we have Furyan to give the tech side. So my role, I met Furyan a while ago, and he approached me about coming into Ens.Vision. I'm not a dev or a tech. My role is pretty much to give the news to the community, to listen to the community, and then relay it back and see if we can implement it on Ens.Vision. So any suggestions or any comments, I scour Twitter and I take notes and I bring it back to the team. So that's my role. I am an equity investor, and that was because of Furyan. We've been buddies for a long time, so I got pretty lucky on that. But let me say, I come from the Web 2 world, just like Ron and Master. But I pivoted to Web 3. When I sold my company about almost 8 years ago, I pretty much did nothing. I traveled, raised a family, and then a buddy of mine introduced me to ENS, and the rest is history. So I have a huge investment in ENS, not just Ens.Vision. Obviously, I have a huge portfolio of ENS names, and I am also working on other ENS projects. So my investment in ENS is pretty broad. But any questions, I would love to answer. Any technical questions, Furyan can help us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Furyan, the stage is yours, brother. You want to introduce?
Hi, Kev. Hi, Ron. Hi, Master. Hi, Zero buddy. Hi, Gary. NFTverse, Anna, Flossin, Yogara, everybody listening. Thanks for inviting me first. These spaces, this is actually first spaces since we released the marketplace. I'm really exhausted and excited at the same time. Yesterday has been a big day for us. Just a couple of words on my role. I'm a kind of managing director in Ens.Vision, and I'm most of the times I just I'm eyes and ears in the community, and just listening to ideas, to suggestions, to criticism, everything, and then share it with my team. We try to, as Master said, we try to listen and respond from the community in general. And so the marketplace was kind of unique demand from the community, from Twitter, and from our Discord group. I'm open for any questions, whatever you want to know about the marketplace, about the future tools we are preparing for the release, for the categories, or organizing. Just feel free to ask. Thanks.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. We'll start off. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's just go Kenzie, and then we'll go Yoga.
Yoga had a hand up first. But
Okay.
my one was a quick. Well, I hope it's quick. So I guess it's to Furyan for the tech. With OpenSea, I noticed there was a lot of 3 digits in grace period that you was not allowed to buy. Have you solved that issue, or is that an ENS issue, or so basically, can I buy 3 characters that are in grace period?
Yeah, well, the thing is, you can actually extend the name that is in grace period and then buy it.
That was my issue. I was thinking if somebody's sneaky and they're sitting there waiting for someone to extend their name and then delist it quickly and they're getting a free extension. So that was my if that problem was solved, because there was a name and I hesitated just because of that factor.
No, that's actually an ENS issue. We cannot do anything about it.
Perfect.
Unfortunately.
That's cool. I appreciate the answer. And yeah, I've just listed my first ENS up there now while you guys are talking, and very smooth. And yeah, good luck.
Nice. Thank you. Thanks.
I had a question. I always tell people, safety of a multi-sig wallet. I use Gnosis Safe, and I'm wondering if we can list from within the Gnosis Safe.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Yeah, so the .eth that I hold them in a multi-sig wallet called Gnosis, GNSOIS, or Gnosis. Are you
Gnosis,
familiar? Yeah. So from within that multi-sig app, is there functionality for me to list my .eths on ens.vision?
I'm not sure. For Gnosis Wallet, I'll have to check with our smart contract developer, Lucifer. Can you DM me that, please, so we can discuss further?
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Let's go to Dubai A01.
Hello, Anna. Thank you for letting me up. Thanks for hosting the spaces. I love listening to you guys' thoughts on ENS. I just wanted to say congratulations to Ens.Vision on this marketplace. It's absolutely incredible, the turnaround. I mean, we're in this space, right, where we're used to waiting 10 years for this merge, that Ethereum merge, that I don't even know when it's going to happen, right? So the fact that like a couple months ago, this was just like a couple clubs. I remember, I think it was like the 3 letters or something that I was looking at on Ens.Vision, trying to figure out what letters are available and all that. So the turnaround on this is absolutely amazing. Like, congrats to you guys. I'm not even lying to you guys. I wake up, I go on Ens.Vision, and I look up the digits because, I have the disease. So I go on and I look for the Arabic 999, and then I look at the 4 digits, and then, I'll just like browse around. OpenSea has nothing like that, right? There's no way to look at categories. I mean, they have something, but it's not very good, if I'm being honest. And then if I ever try to look at recently listed on OpenSea, after the second page, there's a lag. It starts breaking. I mean, I'm glad that we have it, but it's high time that we have something else that we can use. I think this is like an absolute game changer, as far as the marketplace. And by the way, like, this entire service was free to us, right? I never used Ens.Vision to buy anything. Everything I bought was on, either the app or OpenSea. Recently, I just, like 2 days ago, I used the bulk registration feature, which was awesome, saved me money on gas. And then the last thing I want to mention, that one of the tools that I absolutely love is the bulk search. And you can basically just go on any website, you copy the entire thing, and you paste it into the bulk search. You don't even have to account for like the spaces or anything. You just put it in there, and it'll tell you what's available, which is amazing because you have so many languages, right? If the languages take off, for example, Arabic, Spanish, Chinese, I mean, it's endless, right? So there's so many like single words that are available, and just imagine the time it would take for us to go through each word, go to to the ENS app or whatever, and go through each word and look up the word. So This is a amazing service. I'm excited to see what you guys do next, and I just want to say thank you for the making everything free, and hopefully most of us will transition to using Ens.Vision over OpenSea. Of course, everybody has the choice to do what they want, right? So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. We'll go over to the first.
Hey, just making sure everybody can hear me. Making sure my connection's good. Okay, perfect.
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. So a couple of things that I kind of wanted to touch on with Zero and Furyan. Number one is, as we're in this space and we're continuing to innovate, I think we all kind of understand that with influence comes a certain level of responsibility. I think we could all say that, right? One of the things that I wanted to touch on was the educational piece, and what, as more and more people are drawn in to the Ens.Vision's platform, something that I mentioned on the space the other day that I thought would be a great interface to the platform, that kind of points out an educational component, is like, if I wanted to point somebody, if I had a person who was brand new to ENS and I wanted to point them to Ens.Vision because, hey, that's my go-to. I think it would be beneficial to have a pop-up window that says, "Hey, are you new? Are you new to ENS? Here's some educational resources," and maybe have some hyperlinks that push out to some partners, ENS Academy, maybe even Kells the Great YouTube channel, the ENS Academy YouTube channel, or any other educational resources out there. Even the ENS, maybe the ENS DAO, something like that. But to provide those new people, as we redirect them to the site, an opportunity to acknowledge them, right? To say, "Hey, welcome. Hey, guys, welcome. This is what ENS is about." And if they want to move past the pop up window, they can just hit skip, right? Skip or close or whatever, right? Close the window. But at least it gives them a warm welcome to this community and to what this thing that we're building out here could benefit them and how it can benefit them. And, so that's one part, right? So that's kind of like the intro, like the first part, that pop-up window. The second part of it is, how we try to push people to getting involved in the DAO. So I'm just thinking out loud, guys, so you can take this for whatever, right? But after that transaction is made, right? Any transaction that's made on Ens.Vision, maybe we should have something at that transaction window confirmation where it says, "Hey, go learn more about the ENS DAO. Click here to go to the ENS DAO to learn more about it," right? So then we continue to hit them we get people familiar in the front, in the front end. And then also, once they've made that transaction, we redirect them to the place that drives our community, right? This is the place that drives our community. These are the other builders that we would like to partner with. These are our partners. We're all in one community. So I just kind of wanted to kind of point that out. I don't know what you and Furyan think about it, but it's something that I was just thinking about as we start to bring more people into this space.
Yeah, thanks. I actually would like to comment on that. We already prepared educational subpage. It will contain a couple of videos from YouTube, what Bishara made, Transacion.eth made in Spanish, and some other educational videos, including one video from our own team, how to get involved and submit a category request. Even that, so we basically have 5 videos so far, from ENS 101 that was made by Bishara to the last video that Fallout 4.eth, our category curator, created for submitting new categories on ENS.Vision. on GitHub, open source. So that subpage should be merged with the main page in the next few days. We've been so overloaded with everything, and we're kind of lagging with some stuff. It's absolutely impossible to have everything right away, but the comment is very good, and I like actually the idea of popping out for the first time buyer and first time user on Ens.Vision. That's wonderful. I will definitely forward this to our main developers, Zimtente and Lucifer. And well, the part about ENS DAO, I also agree they could kind of create some onboarding tutorials and maybe some notifications for newcomers in ENS.
Thank you, Furyan. I appreciate that.
Awesome, thank you. We'll keep it moving right along. I'm not sure who was next, so I'm just gonna go to Crypto Reporter, and then we'll go to isLegit.
Hey everybody, GM. Kev, I had to change the name from Web3 intern to Crypto Reporter because you were saying.
Hey, bro, I like it.
Yeah, I was trying to get Web3 executive, but of course that was already taken. So that's gonna be the grail that I get when I made it. But real quick, shout out to the space. Thank you guys for keeping consistent. Shout out Ron, Master, Zero, Gary, Furyan, NFTverse, ENS Punks, everyone in here. Real quick, Zero, because I know you and I were just discussing just a little bit about you were discussing other projects, and I know one of the things that you also want to be able to get on is domain wizards, and you and I've had a couple of convos about that. But I was just wondering, do you plan to implement or integrate these different projects together, as far as because I know, right, at least for right now, this is the one, and honestly, this is the best product market fit I've seen in a second. You guys executed perfectly, and like everyone has been saying, I mean, the very first tool that I used outside of ENS to really figure out what was going on in the space was, in fact, ENS visions. And I remember when the digits were flying, and then I was trying to figure out, okay, how to go into this and use the bulk reg tool to actually secure a couple of 5 digits. But yeah, I was just wondering, do you plan to integrate any other projects into this main project, or is this the one for right now that you're really focused on?
I appreciate the question, which is a really good question. First, let me give credit to Zim, LCFR, and Furyan, who's basically the whole entire Ens.Vision team, who do all the work, all the coding. Everybody knows Furyan and I are good friends. He's well known for dad genes. LCFR, a genius himself, he's the one that got the bounty from the DAO, the $45,000. So mad genius right there. And Zim, another mad scientist. So having said that, I do have other projects. To implement it on Ens.Vision or any other platform, that I won't push. But if they feel that the product that I'm working on, which is WeFinance, basically it's an easy way to buy, or a different way to buy, an alt finance version where you can make payments on an ENS name instead of buying it in full. It's just an option. Whether or not we implement that on Ens.Vision is not up to me. If the product is good, Ens.Vision will take a look. The same goes for Domain Plug IO, which is a Bloom site, which is going to be a fantastic site. So the partners on WeFinance is me, Bloom, and Dylan, another mad scientist. So to answer your question, we won't know yet, but we're waiting on the wrapper to come out to finish have the finishing touches on that product, and then we'll make an announcement, and the website itself will be live. From there on, we'll see what happens getting implemented on other platforms. It would be my hope that it would be, but I can't say for sure.
No, thank you for that. And like I said, any way I can help out, please let me know, because this is making history right here. I love working with the people in the space. I have a little bit of experience, but I'm willing to learn. And so, but thank you for answering that. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you. Crypto reporter, formerly known as Web3 intern, isLegit. The stage is yours, brother.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you again for hosting this space, and congrats to the Ens.Vision, which is amazing. I don't know if this question's already been asked, but you hear a lot about that DMCA, things like copyright. I was wondering, are you guys in any jurisdictions, or how do you plan to deal with situations like that, or do you have a plan for those who, in case somebody try to take down? I feel like OpenSea has been recently, I've been seeing a lot of takedowns on certain domains. I was wondering, are you guys working on that, or you have any ideas to kind of fight against that, or kind of help out the users? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the appraisals. The thing is, Ens.Vision is not based in the United States or in European Union. That means we don't have to comply to any DMCA requests, or most likely any sanctions requests from NATO members. So to answer your question, at the moment, there are no boundaries for us to have ENS listed, which would fall under the DMCA laws.
Oh, that's a beautiful answer. I feel like a lot of people have that in mind, and if they didn't ask it, I figure I do, and I appreciate it. I think that's gonna be a great move for you guys, because a lot of people are fearing because of that. So the fact that you clarified that, I think that's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody on the board, and let's go.
Thank you. isLegit. We'll keep the show moving right along. 90 quotations 99. The stage is yours.
What's good, ENS fam? Truly don't have a question anymore. isLegit just answered it with what he had. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome. I guess I'll go. Guys, how did the day one of the marketplace release? Did it hit expectations? Yeah, if you guys want to kind of walk us through that, improvements, things of that nature, that'll be good for the community to know.
Yeah, there were some minor bugs, nothing really serious. That's why we did the slow release. We didn't want to hype it too much because in case of any errors, it would be overloaded. It was quite interesting. Officially, Ens.Vision Twitter had a little bit over 4,000 notifications yesterday. In the first 24 hours of the marketplace, we have about 7,500 ENSs already listed. So it kind of, I think that's an excellent result for 24 hours, since we actually didn't hype the marketplace release. And we're quite exhausted, but we're already working on some updates like sweeper, bulk listing. We already have the bulk buy tool, so you can actually add a different ENS from different sellers to your cart and then check out in bulk altogether. So yeah, in general, the response from the community was absolutely amazing. So many people thrilled to have like first DNS exclusive marketplace, and The thing is, even if you don't list your ENS on ENS.Vision, we aggregate links to OpenSea, to LooksRare, and to X2Y2. So you can, again, find an ENS that's interesting to you and actually buy it without ever leaving ENS.Vision. You can buy it on OpenSea through ENS.Vision. You don't have to leave the website buying from any aggregated links, and you don't pay for any additional fees. So if you buy ENS listed on OpenSea on ENS.Vision's website, you actually pay only OpenSea fee, or LooksRare or X2Y2. So if people are still not, if people still don't fully trust ENS.Vision, we aggregate links to older marketplaces, and you just we're working on keeping people on ENS.Vision, and all of our updates we want to have like all-in-one tool on ENS.Vision. So even if you don't spend any ETH on ENS.Vision, you will still find all the information, all the data, and all the offers you want to browse, you want to search for anything. It's just, we wanted to give it to the community. A lot of these things are free. A smaller part is charged by us. That's bulk register tool and our own marketplace. Our fees on marketplace are 1.5%. That's lower than LooksRare and OpenSea. So we're just trying to be competitive, to build a lot more tools yet to come, to upgrade the marketplace, and to give a lot to the community, because we grew from the community, so it would be kind of sensible and normal to give something back.
Hey, Furyan, can I jump in there real quick, Kevin, for a sec?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say, Furyan, I don't think people realize you're aggregating and you're creating the marketplace at the same time. That's huge. You're really killing two birds with one stone there. My question is for people that maybe everyone hears about all these hacks and people are afraid to hook their wallet up to anything. What can you tell people to put their mind at ease as far as selling and doing everything through ENS.Vision?
Yeah, so ENS.Vision actually works through same contracts as OpenSea, and that is Seaport. So, well, those contracts have been heavily audited by our smart contract developer and a core team member, Lucifer. So there is no danger of any kind of buying on ENS.Vision, because you're actually using almost the exact same contract as OpenSea uses, only audited to be cheaper and to be even more secure and faster.
Great. Yeah, I think that. So basically, it's just OpenSea's with further your own audits. And is that the same for buying and selling?
Yeah, it's the same. Multiple Seaport contracts used by OpenSea and then audited and used by ENS.Vision as well.
Awesome. I kind of wanted to jump in there as well. And is there any long-term plans for any type of token for ENS.Vision?
Yeah, we discussed that about 2 or 3 months ago when we were planning all this stuff that's happening now. At the moment, no. There is no plan for tokenizing Ens.Vision, but that doesn't exclude the idea itself. It maybe will be discussed in the future. The thing is, we still need to grow a lot and to develop a lot. After certain steps on our roadmap, we will again discuss a possible tokenization of Ens.Vision.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. 184 had his hand up for a little bit. 184, the stage is yours.
Hi, I think my question actually has been answered, but I'm just going to say congratulations and well done to you and your team. Champion your success. It's great to see. My question was, however, going to be a leading guided question around security contracts, and I think you've sufficiently answered that. And I'll add that to anyone listening, you can self-service yourself and revoke permissions at any point you have doubts, but I'm very happy to hear what's been communicated about those contracts. And that gives me confidence. So thank you very much. The only additional comment I'd say or ask is that I would love to see down the track ENS DAO giving credit to your team, Ens.Vision, and maybe having something on their main website where people can go for those aftermarket sales. So I support you in that, and I'd love to hear if you see a pathway for that.
Well, I'm not sure. We got a grant from ENS DAO about 2 months ago, like a reward for the bulk search tool. Since then, we haven't communicated a lot. We're not completely decentralized as ENS DAO is. We are not a DAO. We're partially a private venture, and I don't know. We are open to any discussion with ENS DAO. However, I think maybe our progress will impact more on them, and we can, create some kind of cooperation to promote ENS even more. But so far, the only communication was with ENS DAO work group, which has approved a grant, approximately about $3,200 2 months ago for the bulk search tool, and that's about it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it from the Ens.Vision tools. If you have a question, comment, anxiety, or frustration that you want to, let up on the stage, please feel free to request up and get it off. In the meantime, we'll go over to our boy Gary Palmer Jr. The stage is yours, brother.
Hey everybody. All right, so everybody knows that I have a post on the Discuss ENS forum talking to the wider ENS community about building in referral marketing into the ENS DAO. Is there any talk about a referral system into Ens.Vision which would help entice content creators and other developers to link over to Ens.Vision, right? To help us reinforce this new Web3 economy, where people can create, and by creating they can use new tools in the system to put food on the table. So what do you guys think about a referral system built into the platform?
That's a good question and a good idea. We've been discussing it for the last 3 or 4 weeks, the core team. A referral program would be actually a great thing for promoting with any project willing to collaborate with us, but it's just a part of the discussion. It's nothing particular or concrete was in that discussion. Just an idea for now, but we'll see in the future. Maybe we will do referrals with even, well, not competition, because nobody's competition in Web3, but maybe from working with a referral program with, I don't know, Domain Plug, for example, or someone else. It would be definitely a good thing.
Very cool. Yeah, keep those discussions going. You guys are already building so fast, and it seems like, every idea someone has, the core team has already talked about it. I know it takes time and resources, so I'm glad to hear those conversations are being had.
Beautiful. NFT verse, and then we'll go iHodl.
Yeah, I just want to say, Furyan, Zero, don't work Furyan too much, man. Don't overwhelm them. We need them. We need them. There's a lot going on. We need them like full of energy. We need them to be able to, to perform their duties. Don't overwhelm them. Make sure you carve out some time for the happy hour on Friday, Furyan and Zero. All right, guys.
Let me answer that. So Furyan, Zim, and LCFR, these guys literally work 24/7. So, all the 110% credit to them. I'll just speak upon Furyan, all right? This guy came to me, kind of true, kind of not true, asked me what he should be wearing on a date. And he asked me, you think I should wear dad jeans? And then he went out on a date in dad jeans, and he hasn't been back on another date. So talking to Furyan, you don't know how much this guy curses at me in my DMs, all right? So he needs to take it easy on me. But I appreciate all the work. Let me just explain real quick. So I come from Web 2. Web 3 moves so quick, it is just ridiculous. When I first got involved with Furyan and Ens.Vision, it was a great site to begin with, like a tool site. But the way these guys move, it's just unbelievable. I can't even say it in proper words that how grateful I am and how great these guys are, and especially the community. Like, we wouldn't be here. Furyan, LCFR, and Zim definitely work really hard just to get the products out for the community, and that's all they do. I really do appreciate how hard they work, except for Furyan.
Furion, we're gonna get you some a new dress code next time it's time to go on a date, brother.
Yeah. Zero messed up my only date this year with his fashion advice to wear dad jeans.
You see how this story changes? And Furyan is getting old, so he needs to take his vitamins every day. I remind him every day to take vitamins or he goes nuts. Ron, he's older than
Yo, that is hilarious. But Furion, I'll tell you this though, after that successful marketplace launch, the Web3 honeys will be in your DMs, in my opinion. But let's go to quotation marks 99. The stage is yours, brother.
Yeah, I was just wondering where those tutorial videos were on Ens.Vision, or if somebody could post it up here on the Twitter feed.
I actually said the subpage is prepared and will be merged with the main page in the next couple of days. So it's not online yet. It has been prepared and it will be merged and, well, released, published as soon as we get some more time, because we're kind of about 14, 16, 18 hours a day online. Really busy, but I promise next 3, 4, 5 days maximum, the educational page with videos will be out. I also forgot, we had an agreement with ENS Academy and with Brokebastards.eth for some extra educational content, which will also be published on that educational subpage on Ens.Vision.
Sounds good. I'll try and be patient. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. iHodl, the stage is yours, man.
Thanks, Kev. Thanks for having me again. thanks for hosting this space again. I don't know if you heard me the other day when I was able to thank you, but it's really a blessing to have some kind of contact with the builders in our space, the OGs, the ones who have been here the longest. So thanks again for that. My question here is to it's just a simple one to the Zero Furyan and Zim if he's in here. What you guys are doing with Ens.Vision is truly a propellant to our marketplace, man. Being able to have this much exposure to all our crappy ENSs is truly a blessing. So before I address my question, I just want to thank you guys. The only thing that I see with the site that for me would make it like a little bit more user friendly, from someone who's been watching registrations expire for like the last 6 months and using ENS.tools prior to Vision. The one thing that I would suggest is like when I'm browsing your guys' site, I think it would make it a little bit more friendly if under the owner column, you guys are showing like the first 8 characters of the owner's address. And if you click on it, it shows right away what their ENS is resolved, their resolved ENS is. My suggestion would to be just like under the owner column, if they have an ENS already resolved, maybe just show that, and it would make it a little bit easier for people searching to see, who the whales are, who is holding a majority of the assets we're browsing in each category. I don't know if that's been addressed to you guys or brought up, or if it's something that you guys have seen or not, but just from a buyer, from someone who's always looking at all the lists on all the sites, yeah, maybe that would make it a little bit more clean. But other than that, you guys are killing it, man. Thank you again.
Thanks, iHodl. I actually want to clarify that. Is it when you open someone's profile or browsing through ENS on Ens.Vision?
Yeah, it's just browsing through the categories under the owner column. You guys have the eight first letters of their hexadecimal address, and when you click on it, it shows right away what the resolved address is. So the only suggestion that I have was just like maybe get rid of the 8 characters, and you would see right away who owns it if they have a resolved address.
Yeah, I understand. Pretty good idea. I will take note of this and see with Zimtente if we could actually do it in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you for taking it into account, and thanks again, Kev, for hosting these. Man, y'all are killing it.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate the kind words. Speakers on stage, any questions, comments, anxieties, frustrations? I actually had a 10th grade teacher that used to say that every day. His name was Coach K. Before class ended, he would say that exact phrase, and that stuck with me to this day. But yeah, quotations 99. The stage is yours, brother.
Yeah, so I tweeted this the other day. I was wondering, I just want to pick your guys' brains, but do you guys think the .com can go into Web3 like .eth?
Well, I think it's inevitable for .com to join Web3 and to actually use the option with DNSSEC to enter .eth with Web2 TLDs. So long-term thinking, definitely .com industry will come to Web3 and especially .eth.
Sweet, thank you.
Cool. Anybody else want to get anything else off?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, Furyan, you may not know it about Kevin, but the man is the cutting edge of fashion, of chick magnet fashion. So definitely, we'll get you out with. We'll sponsor a little shopping trip with Kev, and yeah, all your problems will be done. And I mean, because the last thing we need to see too is, You know, I mean, dad jeans are bad enough, but we don't want you to, you know, get $1 billion in sales next month and go Richard Hart on us and be dropping $20,000 on these skin tight, you know, Louis Vuitton tracksuits and shit like that. So yeah, Kevin can help you. Poor, billionaire, whatever, the whole gamut. The man is second to none. So besides hosting the best space and all the things he does, he's the fashion side is I'm afraid to show up to conferences until I like get in shape and step up my game a little, you know. So he'll take care of you.
Wait. Let me stop it there, y'all. Because I don't want me to, because Ron is raising the bar very high, right? And I don't want it to be, you know, disappointing when you guys just see me in a regular outfit or anything of that nature. I don't want no disappointment. So let me, you know, under promise and over deliver is what the Web3 Rod likes to say. I'm just a regular dude, but I will say this. I would say this one thing though, and this is one piece of advice I would give. It doesn't matter if it's dad jeans or whatever it is, right? If you wear it with confidence and you believe that you look good in it, then that's the energy that the world is going to feel. And that's all you need to know, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's to ladies and men. You wear it with confidence. That's all you need to know.
Well, great. You can always get some fashion alpha on ENS update with Kev.
Hey, or y'all can just be like Flossin, just be commando and shirtless.
That works too. Kenzie, what's up, bro?
Yeah, it was just a quick notice. So I was on the site just now, and I noticed before you used to have the expiry with a red background that gave the users a warning. But so if you go to your 3 digits and then when you look at the expiry date, it says, say there's a month left. I would somehow emphasize that to the users somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good idea. We will rearrange a lot of filters and categories in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I will take note of this. This is also a very good suggestion, and I will forward it to the guys and see how we can actually pull it off.
Yeah, no, of course, because it was red. If you go to the drop down tab for the expiring or the grace period, basically, yeah. So if that could come back all across the board throughout, that would be amazing, definitely.
Yeah, maybe you guys can implement a sad emoji if it's expiring or something like next to it. That'd be pretty cool, right, Flossin?
You already know what my answer is going to be.
Yeah, so sad emoji for expired, or what about grace period?
Yeah, so sad emoji for expiring, like the straight mouth for the grace period, because you kind of don't know what's going to happen. So the emoji with like the straight mouth, and then if it's got a good expiration period, maybe like a year or more, it'll have like a smiley face or something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, well, I like it. Maybe. We will. Sorry.
As well.
We will actually soon hire a Web3 designer to upgrade the total looks of Ens.Vision. So there will probably be some changes and some fresh designs soon. The summer is heating up, but we will kind of, we won't stop working. And I actually wanted to say at the beginning, I just forgot that all of your ideas, feel free to reach out and just DM me on Twitter. Summarize your idea if I don't take the notes, or just remind me. We are really busy, so I apologize if I didn't answer to any of DMs. I try to reply to everyone, but sometimes you get lost among all of those DMs I get. So just reach out, send me whatever, idea you have. I will always listen. I will comment. We will discuss, and then I will put a note on our ideas lists, and we can actually implement that.
Very quickly, sorry to jump. While you're on that point, I mean, the amount of times I've sat there thinking about just opening up Photoshop and just redesigning. No offense to the designer, because it works, but why don't you have like a competition? There's plenty of people with plenty of skills in these communities. Just have like just redesign what the site looks and all that. That might be a good idea.
Well, I gotta jump in on top of that jump in, because as a Web 2 person, it's a little bit semantics, but it's not. A designer is different than a user experience manager, and a designer is not a user experience, like a graphic designer or a website designer, and then someone that designs user experience, user flow, completely separate things. I'm not saying that the same person can't have both skills, but just for people in the room, be careful hiring a designer when what you actually wanted to do was hire a UX UI designer. Different things, very different.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. That's actually two quite different jobs. I agree. We are actually thinking about hiring a designer, a user experience. So far, from all the feedback we've got, has been quite high and really appraised. So I think really a Web3 designer, not a Web3 UX developer or designer.
Awesome. Go ahead, Flossin. Your hand is up.
Oh, I was just gonna tell Furyan I was about to DM him something that NFTverse was referencing with emojis. There's a software platform I use. Won't mention the name, but they give out indications of like some of the option activity that comes out. But they use emojis to dictate what it means. Like if it's a bearish sentiment trade, it's gonna have a bear emoji. If it's an option expiring for the monthly expiration date, they'll have the calendar emoji. So I'm gonna send you a little snippet of what that looks like.
Great, thank you.
Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a good one. We got a lot from the ENS.Vision team, one of the best teams in all of Web3. I want to say to you guys, the community is very grateful. Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, and most importantly, we will continue to support. I personally have not brought anything from the marketplace, but I will say this: my next purchase will be from the ENS.Vision's marketplace whenever that it's time for the next purchase for me. Yeah, so any final closing thoughts from Ron, our master, before we call this one a day?
Yeah, just awesome job. I like I say, I love the fact that they're aggregating, because to me the biggest problem is when I think of an idea and I try and find something, I can't even search it. I mean, these open season, these guys, they don't even have a damn search, that works without looking through, you know what I mean? Just the searches suck. So yeah, it's huge. Like I say, I can't say enough about these guys. Same thing. I'm looking forward to them becoming the new gold standard, because you can't just suck like OpenSeas has and you won't stay on top, because there's hungry people coming after you, and as we've seen with ENS.Vision, people who are smarter, faster, better, care more, and really are trying to make a difference. So yeah, man, I'm pumped. This is going to be the next big thing, and with ENS, I mean, it's the the first place I tell everyone about anyway. Now we're killing, like I say, we're killing multiple birds with one stone. So I'm excited. I'm excited to jump on and list some stuff and buy some stuff. And good job, and keep at it, man. The community's grateful.
Yeah, I also want to shout out to all the projects and builders beyond the cool ideas, the new thing, because we know there are a lot of successful NFT projects But any new NFT projects, or especially any new art or PFP on a picture, those kind of the project isn't so sexy anymore, because we don't want to be the follower. We want to be the pioneer of the new technologies. That's why the builders, we just if we want to measure a project's value, just see how many builders beyond it, and how many the next wave of the new projects will be valuable because of it. So yeah, we just try not be not simply be the the follower. Let's see in the next maybe 6 or 12 months what kind of the new project will make us really think hard, and what kind of a new project is really going to change our mind or change our daily habits by doing things, and really change our behaviors. That is something great deal, because blockchains its vision is not simply making us want to make a flip on it, but it must be something to change our life. So let's hope that they will come soon. Thanks much.
All right. Any final words from Zero or Furyan?
Yeah, I wanna thank you for inviting me, and I wanna thank the co-hosts as well, and all the people for their kind words towards Ens.Vision. Again, I am inviting all listeners and all ENS enthusiasts, hustlers, shillers, resellers, to reach out, to send me a DM with their suggestions. I would also recommend people, as Master said, I would recommend people to think long term, not to think only on quick flips, pumping their bags for an easy 100, 200, couple of $100. I would suggest that you think 3, 5, even 10 years in advance, to have quality instead of quantity, to plan, and to spread awareness for mass adoption of Ethereum and ENS. That's all. Thank you.
Let me jump in here. I appreciate the host, 5159 especially, and Ron and Master. I'm a big fan of both of you guys, all three of you guys, and Gary, and Flossin, and NFTverse. And I sentiment the same words as Furyan said. Any DMs, send it straight to him. So don't DM me anymore. Having said that, I'm kidding. Having said that, I really do appreciate all the support from the community, especially the people that just got into ENS. Maybe they have 1 or 2 ENS names. I don't want you guys to feel left out or anything. It's like Furyan said, it's quality over quantity. So if you even have one, you are part of the community. If you don't have one, I have a weekly giveaway. You may win one. Also, it's thanks to LCFR, Zim, and Furyan for working so hard on the marketplace. I mean, all the credit goes to them. As far as the community, we're always listening, and we always take what you say or what you write or post seriously. So you can send DMs straight to Furyan again. You can yell at him all you want, and then he will listen to you, and he'll try to correct anything that goes wrong straight to him. But again, I really do appreciate the host, and we appreciate everyone in the community. Thank you.
Thank you all. And with that being said, thank you for tuning in to the ENS Morning Show. We do the show every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to about 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us again tomorrow. And with that being said, again, 5159 is out.